Hello, and welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following me as I dive into the amazing, unbelievably wide world of pens. You see in front of you two pens I think are very turntable worthy. Mooman Wancai is the name of the model, and this is the new resins that they've come out with for these pens. I bought the green one, and then at the Boston Commonwealth Pen Show, one of my viewers gave me the blue one. She felt it was good that I get a chance to look at it, and the resin is absolutely beautiful, and I'm impressed with the slight variations of the resin between the green one and the blue one. Both of them have their visual appeal. We're going to just close in a little bit and see how that resin shows up as you look at it a little bit more closely. We have some nice light coming in. That's always a good thing. So we're going to just look at these pens real quickly, do some writing, because I just think they're one of those unique pens that I certainly enjoy using, and I've used my original Wancai quite a bit. The crabs are going to give you a wink, and we're going to move on. So this is a classic pocket pen design. You may ask, how do I know where the nib is? Well, the nib is opposite this threaded end, and the cap is covering the nib. It's a little bit less than 2 turns. And we see a nice Moonman nib. And then to post, you just screw that cap onto the end, and it makes for a pen of usable length. Section's a little bit on the small side. That is that number 5 nib. But I did not find that it diminishes the writing experience at all. The finish on this resin is really nice. I love the fact that the section is the same resin throughout the pen. It's eyedropper only. Sometimes there might be some small cartridge you might be able to fit in there, but not something I'm going to explore. We're just going to compare this real quickly to the green one and then put some ink on paper. Well, I'm surprised. I decided to be adventurous and open up the blue pen, and guess what? It's using a cartridge, and it's writing fine. For those of you that don't want an eyedropper, a standard international cartridge will work in these Wancai minis, and you can avoid having to eyedropper it. And with these opaque resins, nobody's going to know the difference, including me. So I'm glad I opened it up because, as a cartridge writer, it seems to be doing quite well. So you can do that too. So for me, the main differences between these two resins is the pattern and the variety of colors. The blue one certainly has a range of colors swirled around, and this green one has a pattern which I've not seen in any other pen, which is one of the reasons why when I originally bought mine, I bought the green one. I also like green, but I like blue too, so either of these would have been good for me, and I'd be happy with them, but now that I have two, I'm twice as happy. And yes, these pens can be Frankenized, so you can exchange caps, make for, I wouldn't call it a complementary composition, but it certainly is unique. And it does give you that appreciation for how different these two resins are. So both of these pens are available from a few sellers on eBay. Here's the results of the search. Note the price. There's a $5 shipping charge, so you just can't use that price as what it's going to cost you when you buy it. But what I found amazing was on Amazon you can get these pens for a much better price. Note the shipping is not overnight. It's coming from China, but at least the pricing is great and you're not paying that additional cost for shipping. The delivery times from eBay are shorter than the ones you get from Amazon, but I found that those delivery time estimates vary quite a bit. So we're going to write real quickly with each of these two pens. So the Wancais, and like I said, I had the original green swirl one inked up for many years. Always wrote first time, every time when you uncapped it, no matter how long it sat capped. And secondly, never any burps, dribbles, ink didn't come out unless you wanted it to by putting the nib on paper. And I carried it around in my pocket, in my briefcase. It got jostled, it had temperature changes, but it survived well. Testament to a great eyedropper pen. In researching this pen, I was confused between Majohn and Moonman, and that's why I did some searches which resulted in different listings of pens. I found this on AliExpress. It's Moonman's announcement of their rename, and here's a Google translation of the gist of that announcement, and it's quite clear on why they did that, because Kaweco has trademarked Moonman in the Western markets, but at least Majohn, they have trademarks, so they shouldn't have to change their name again. I did think the blue one was an extra fine, but compared to the green one, it's a little bit wider line, so I'm calling it a fine, and the green extra fine. I don't know the ink in the blue one. This is my Chinese ink, Trommel Jadeite Peacock. This is my first one, which is mostly on the green side. I think the extra fine nib lays down a decent amount of ink, and so does the fine nib. I just enjoy writing with these. You can see where I hold it. The threads don't bother me. That step up doesn't bother me, even if I put a lot of pressure on it. But, that's the distance I like to be from the paper. If I had a number 6 nib, I'd probably be holding it down more towards the middle of the section, but everybody has their own writing style. Developed when you were probably young, so I'm not going to change. I don't remember whether I rated the other one, but we're going to rate these now at 9.6. They get 2 checks as a great eyedropper, pocket pen. They get 2 checks because they look beautiful, and the nib gets a check. So this is, again, like the Q1, which I also enjoy. This is not a pen for everybody. But if you enjoy a pen that you can knock around, throw in your pocket, your bag, carry with you, uncap, and write all the time, this is the pen for you. Yes, I switched to the blue one. So thank you very much for watching. Yes, definitely you can feel this is a wider nib than the green one. I hope this video finds you safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens, enjoying putting ink on paper, hopefully enjoying just looking at your pen and admiring Could be a work of art, depending upon your definition, but I certainly think it is. We've reached the end of this video, and we're going to say bye. And a lot more pens to do in 2021. Stay tuned.